Hey, everybody, AliMehdaoui, welcome back on number 2. This is part number 2 of our exclusive live broadcast with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Costino. If you missed it yesterday, just keep in mind, we've covered a whole lot. We had about 45 minutes worth of golden nuggets worth of information, and it was unbelievable. Everything that we have gone through, everything that we have had the opportunity to share with everyone thus far, and I'm here to tell you that you are about to get round 2 of greatness with Mr. Costino. So just hang tight, as I know everybody's going to hop on insanely from all over the world, as we had, believe, about 40 shares, and we had about 1,200 views yesterday alone, and I anticipate the same to happen. So I'm just waiting in for Mr. Costino to hop on, and then we're going to go ahead and add him to the broadcast. So take the opportunity to drop your name and where you are watching from. B, make sure you share this video, because today is round 2, and today we're going to give you the solution to the problems that we talked about with the network marketing profession, and some of the things that we're going to be announcing tonight is going to be absolutely mind-boggling to some, incredible to others. Mr. Costino, I see you, and I am inviting which should be a fun one. So I hope you have your notepad ready, because I sure am. Hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, my friend, and yourself?
I am living the dream. I'm excited, ecstatic, and I've been waiting all day for us to have round 2. So for everybody, if you don't know, you have a little share button on the bottom corner of your screen. If you click that share, you can share it into a group, you can share it into your own timeline, or you can even invite individuals in that little person with the plus sign next to them, and you can just invite for those who may be in need of hearing the incredible information that's going to be shared with you tonight. So, Mr. Costino, first of all, I have to do this right, and I have to make sure that everybody who might have missed the opportunity to hear from you yesterday, what an explosive response we've gotten. We've gone viral in every platform you can think of. YouTube is going crazy. SoundCloud is going crazy. The blogs are going insane about the information you've shared with us thus far. And if you have missed it last night, it is still in the newsfeed. It is probably everywhere. But let me just give you a recap of who this gentleman is. First of all, he has been my mentor for years. He's created the foundation of everything that I stand for in the business space. But not only that, he has been in the network marketing and business space overall for 30 years. He has consulted and developed incredible organizations, trained over 1 million representatives in the business space, consulted, and has in his track record 2 of the fastest growing companies in the history of this space. And he's done it in a very unique way, and I'm excited that he's about to do it all over again. So ladies and gentlemen, John Costino for you one more time.
Thank you, Mr. AliMehdaoui, who is absolutely, without question, I will simply say, one of the finest reps I've worked with in those 30 years. And I'm not going to bore everybody. I'm going to encourage you, even if you just listen to the first 5 minutes from last night, you can hear all the fine things that I've said about Ali. But I will simply say this: it's my pleasure to be here, because in my 30 years, I've trained over 1 million, but there's only been a handful that took that training, and I will say took it, owned it, and accelerated above everybody around them. And that's what you've done. It's been a true pleasure the last 6, 7, 8 years to watch you go from brand new to me in this industry in 2000, I think it was 2012.
May of 2012, to be exact.
Okay. To go, and again, I say this with love, wide-eyed, big smile, just enthusiastic kid, excited to becoming a successful field rep. I call you a field general, a leader, okay, responsible for tremendous growth of our company. And then you went on to a tremendous career by yourself as a field leader in other companies, as an analyst, as a consultant. And at this point, I'm happy to say, as you know, one of the very handful that I'm looking forward to partnering up with as we take this to the next level.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate the love. So let's just give everybody a quick recap of some bullet points we've discussed yesterday so we know where to pick it up from. We talked yesterday about how the network marketing profession as a whole, for the most part, for many people, it just doesn't deliver anymore. We spoke about why. We talked about that statistic, how 9 out of 10 people who invest money in a company don't even make their investment back. And, you know, I even ask you straight up, has that changed? And statistics show it is unfortunately still the same. We talked about the concept of no cost, no investment, and how there's this myth. It doesn't work. While the truth of the matter is the 2 fastest company in the history of the space that you were guiding that ship ended up growing under that process of no cost. No, it's not free, just no cost to you, right? Which is amazing. We talked about the quality of a management team that you're putting together and the incredible processes around it as well. So those were, I guess you can say, the flaws. Those you can say the problems that the network marketing profession as a whole has seen. So tonight, as you know, we're not just going to drop the problems on you. We're going to give you the solution. So Mr. Costino and I, we're going to discuss a little bit. Okay, all right, we told you how 9 out of 10 people don't make their money back. How can we fix that, right? That is probably the simple answer. Okay, Ali, thank you for telling me what I already know. I have not made money back in 5 companies that I tried, right? What's the solution? Mr. Costino, why don't you take on that answer just to kind of begin this discussion for those who are watching?
It's a perfect starting point. And I'll preface it by saying, when we talk about that 9 out of 10 never make their money back, it doesn't matter whether it's a $199 startup, a $499 startup. I've seen $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 startups. The fact is, when there is a fee for enrollment, regardless, I'm not justifying or not justifying, I'm just saying if there is a fee attached, it creates a situation where the average person is asked to do something unnatural, and that's ask their friends and family for money that they may not understand the value of. So it's not that people can't afford 2, 3, 4, 500. That's the problem. People, oh, I can afford that. It's not about whether you can afford it. It's that when you go out there to share your opportunity and to introduce it to other people, are you skilled enough? More importantly, do you have enough credibility that when you say, this is what I'm doing, and it costs $399, $499, $249, that they say, I'm in? Or do they say, well, why do I have to pay them money to market their services? Because you don't have the credibility that they just follow you blindly, and you don't have the skill set to then create the value. So what happens, you know, Ali, one person gets in, plunks the $299, $399, $499 down, makes 3, 4, 5 phone calls. Their friends say, you're an idiot. I would never give them any money. Now I have this fear of calling anybody else, so I quit. That's the scenario that plays out. How do we solve it? Don't have an enrollment fee. Does not guarantee your success, but think of it in terms of a barrier to entry. If you talk to me about an opportunity, and I'm going to try to get out of it by weaseling around saying, well, you know, Ali, you know, money's tight. I don't have any money. You get to say, shut up, dude. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to have skill to say that. You don't have to have some special experience or techniques. You can say, there's no cost to get started. Just shut up. Let's go try. That concept enables the most basic, novice, inexperienced, scared person to now share, because the biggest fear is, how can I explain to them it's going to cost $200, $300, $400, $500? So the simple answer is, by not having any fee, we remove the barrier to entry, and we basically say it's now affordable to everyone. Not guaranteeing you're going to get rich, just guaranteeing it's not going to cost you money to try and see if you belong in the world of an entrepreneur.
Which eliminates that whole risk overall of, oh my God, I lost my money. Like, at least, see, I look at it, if I was a rookie in the network marketing space overall, at least I'm willing to go forward and give it a shot. You know, I will bet on myself instead of, oh my God, I'm betting on baby diapers money and grocery money. So I completely see eye to eye with you on that. The other thing that we kind of touched on yesterday is this whole concept that, and I've been, in the coaching space, I've been in, the consulting space, and because of social media, everybody seems to be a network marketing guru. Everybody's like, oh, I'll show you how you can make 10,000, 100,000, so on and so forth. So in terms of what you're creating right now, I'm not going to say how can we guarantee success, but how would you say we can absolutely give a fair and a better opportunity for the person to be set up to succeed, and the only thing that can stop them is their own will to actually go forward with the work?
Great segue. I'll actually stamp it by saying this. We can never guarantee anyone's success. However, we will guarantee, and you can feel free to steal this if you want, we can guarantee to give you the best environment with which to make the attempt. And what I mean by that is we've already talked about eliminating the barrier to entry. So we're saying if you're going to attempt home-based business and attempt to go introduce friends, family, whatever, I think everybody would agree having no fee to enroll greatly enhances your success rate. Beyond that, to answer your question, Ali, I've got two massive benefits in my program over every other program in existence. And that's, I'm going to solve the two biggest challenges skincare, nutrition, travel, whatever, encounters when they try to build. Number one, they don't have the skill set, meaning we have been programmed and conditioned to be employees. The challenge is we're unhappy with the lack of recognition, lack of respect, we're undervalued as employees, we're underappreciated, and we're not paid what we're worth. So that's why people turn to home-based business in the first place, because they want more either freedom, they want more income, or they just want to feel valued and appreciated. Now, here's the problem. We're not trained how to be entrepreneurs. So we come in with our kindergarten through high school or kindergarten through college programming designed to make us an employee. So you get started in home-based business and you don't have the skill set. And I don't mean network marketing. I'm talking about problem solving, critical thinking, personal growth, personal development. The finest in the industry, the finest personal development program out there, full spectrum, comprehensive in every area of your life, would be Six Sigma. And my company that I keep referencing is not really my company. There's a we behind it. It's just that for the network marketing world, John Costino brings the network marketing component. I now get to say that the new company that I am a very small part of is going to be called, do I give them the name now?
Yeah, go for it.
Six Sigma Social, because it is going to be a merged, we're just going to say, brand new paradigm for the industry and a brand new model for success, beginning with the foundation of the Six Sigma Management Institute and the knowledge and the experience of three of the elite. There's 26 elite executive master black belt trainers in the world. 26. 1, 2, 3 of those 26 are on our management team. 3 of the 26 elite in the world are going to be teaching the skills needed to be the finest version of yourself as a human being, as an entrepreneur, as a parent, as a friend, as a whatever. That's the first thing. So Ali, as a veteran, very experienced home-based business owner, what would that mean to you? If you were saying to me, why should I join your company? And I just went through and gave you that as a part of our program, you enroll, no investment to get started as far as fees, and each month, as a part of your monthly website, back office, training, and all that stuff, you're going to receive, for a $20 a month subscription, your back office, your websites, all the basic stuff that you get in any company, but you're going to get access to the finest personal growth, personal development training, not just audios or videos or worksheets. I'm talking about training delivered by 3 of the most elite trainers in the world. Does that possibly give you an advantage over everyone else?
For someone that believes in personal development, business development, you know, and folks, I highly recommend to you, you got to take a look at Six Sigma. Just literally use Google or Facebook and look into Six Sigma, what they stand for. They literally work with Inc. 100 companies. They are sought out after the greatest and biggest institutions that we are exposed to on a regular basis. And, you know, to even add, and is it fair to say, John, they've never gotten involved with any network marketing company before?
They have probably had people involved in the industry somehow go through their training, maybe from a corporate job or but there's no network marketing home-based business opportunity, that this is the foundation for the corporate, which is what it is with us, which is huge, because no MLMs fail because of the reps. They fail because of mismanagement, ignorance, greed, whatever, at corporate, or incompetence even. We are building from the foundation our corporate infrastructure based on not just the principles of Six Sigma, it's being built by these 3 executive master black belts, and then we're going to deliver that training as the foundation. Like, you can't just say, we want to join your company. You want to join our company? Welcome. There's no enrollment fee. Guess what you will do? You will participate actively in the finest training program to make you the best version of yourself and give you the most healthy opportunity to succeed in business. So that's part of the program, and it's not optional. It's not like, well, would you like it? It's no, this is what we're going to do. Because if you're not willing to put that effort forth to be the best version of yourself, we don't want you representing anything that we're offering, including our opportunity. So, Ali, I'm telling you right now, and is it safe to say, you know, I have a very high opinion of myself and my own abilities?
In a humble way, yes, you do.
I'm not even saying in a humble way. There are people who say, Costino thinks he knows everything. And when it comes to network marketing, home-based business, I'll sit with anyone, and your best shot is a draw. You're not going to win. However, I'm saying that, including me, no one in this space, no internet gurus, I'm talking no Tony Robbins, so anybody that you think is good, that's great. I'll say they're good, and I'll say they're no better than me. And I'm saying that I couldn't hold a candle to what Six Sigma brings to the table. So if I'm willing to say I don't compare, neither does anybody else out there. That's how excited I am to say that right there separates this new opportunity from anything in existence, because no one will ever have a better opportunity to succeed in a healthier environment created for them.
And just to be fair for everybody, this is not a brand new company. These are experienced, well-established partners that have merged together to make it 3 to 6 times better than ever before. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 3 very successful companies merging together to create one brand new entity.
Awesome. Now let's dig a little bit into that. Six Sigma Social. And if you don't mind, I would love to get out of you, what is the vision of the company? And I'm gonna the next following question, there are only 3 that I've prepared, and I hope you allow me. This is how
ask anything.
Beautiful, because I'm on behalf of my audience. This is how I evaluate every opportunity in every company. These are the main questions I ask to see if I would see value in getting involved with you or not. So allow me, on behalf of my audience, to ask these following questions. So the first one is a main question, but with 3 parts. If you could talk to me about the vision of Six Sigma Social in 3 parts. 1 is, why are you building and merging 3 entities and 3 companies? 2 is, how are you going to be delivering that promise? And 3 is, what is the promise itself?
Okay, the why is easy. I have been saying the same thing since 1997, so 20 years, that the industry of network marketing is broken. It's not a secret. The owners and management teams all know the flaws. Field leaders all know the flaws. I won't waste any time debating that, because it's documented that no one tried to do it better or right. They just wanted to be a little different than the last one. Field leaders go from company to company, collecting signing bonuses, moving their teams. It's a very, very sad situation. So my why has been clear for 2 decades. The industry needs to be fixed, and since the industry didn't want to be fixed, it needed at least one company that did things radically different, the right way for the field. And I'm not saying I'm a genius, I'm just saying that after 30 years, and since 2004, so whatever that is, 14 or 15 of those years, on the corporate management side as a corporate officer and owner, I know the margins are there. So there's no reason any company couldn't have done it right other than just greed and incompetence. So I'm happy to say universally, not to upset anybody, I'm not picking on a company, you could have done this and blocked me from doing it, but you didn't, so here I am. Why? Because I think that the field representatives deserve it. I believe that the hardworking people who take away the time from their spouses and their kids, missing soccer game. You're a new dad. You're a brand new dad. Your life changed when your wife gave birth to your son. You're no longer just some kid goofing around that can sink and swim, fail and get back up. You get married, things get different, but it's still a spouse and she's an adult. So once you have a child, you don't have the luxury of screwing up or wasting your time or losing money. That's why I do what I do, because I've lived my entire career in kitchens, in living rooms with families, and I saw the sacrifice. And to be quite honest with you, it's always disgusted me when I knew that field leadership didn't care and corporate management didn't care about those sacrifices. So that's the why for this company, and I'm proud to say Jim Lupkin has known me since 1995, 96, 97. He echoes the same exact feeling. How can we create a better model for success for the masses? And even though I'm just now getting to know Miss Sandy Harry, Jim has had a relationship with her and her late husband for close to a decade. She shares the same values. The why that we're doing this is to create a better model for success for the average person, not for leaders. Ali, you could go anywhere, like a leader could go anywhere and make money. But do you really feel good knowing that if you had 10,000 people in your team, 95% of them never made a dime of profit? If that makes somebody feel good, keep doing what you're doing. But if at your core you're saying, I need to make money, but I'd like to do it in a way that helps everybody, well, then we're going to create the company for you to bring yourself and your team so that everyone wins. It's not about having leaders lose for the masses to win. There's enough for both. And that's what's going to be the why motivating our company. Is that a fair?
Oh, it is absolutely fair. How, in terms of tools and an opportunity to create, how are we doing that?
We are taking advantage, as I've already given you one of the answers, is the Six Sigma, just comprehensive training delivered in your home. You don't have to travel around the world and pay a fortune to attend these seminars. It's coming on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, via your back office portal, via Facebook. We're going to have a Facebook community for each of our products and services so that you don't have to be an expert in any one of them. You'll be able to bring your prospective customer into a Facebook community designed to answer their questions and to validate why they should become your customer. We're going to have a Facebook community for the opportunity. So you're not going to have to sell people on the opportunity. Just bring them in, let them poke around, get information, ask questions, whatever. We are going to create a comprehensive, because we have nothing to hide. We're not charging ridiculous fees, meaning we're going to shine the spotlight on us versus hide from it like most corporate teams do, because they don't want you to see, what's behind the curtain or what's underneath, the furniture. And the how will be like what we're doing right now. Live every day, minimum of 2, could be 3 or 4 live presentations with interaction, live trainings, as well as, prepared, recorded exposure tools and training tools, but truly delivered as a home-based business, because if there's no fee to enroll and the products and services that you offer, not just make sense, but they're things that everyone needs. Now, we don't have to drag people across town to hotel meetings, put a dog and pony show on to convince them. This will make enough sense that people will say, why wouldn't everybody join? So the how are we doing it is the way it should have always been done, through viral social media and interaction through what we're doing right here, the high tech, high touch technologies.
That's incredible. And that's a good segue, because my next question that I usually evaluate, what culture are you trying to build? You know, if we're 5 years ahead, what are we seeing? Are we doing hotel meetings? Are we doing regional events? Are we doing home meetings, PBRs, right? Are we out at 6:30 and 8:30 at nighttime? Like, what is the culture of the company itself?
Ali, I will tell you that when I started in this industry, there was no internet, there were no cell phones. I mean,
I have no idea how you did it.
That's the scary thing. Back then, you hustled, man. You were in a car, you were gone 7 days a week. It was not a crazy thing to be driving. Like, you live in North Jersey. You know where Cherry Hill, South Jersey is? That's where I was.
Hour and a half south of me.
I used to literally drive from South Jersey down into Delaware, down into Baltimore, down into DC, down into Rockville, Maryland, down Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I would drive up to North Jersey, into New York. I would drive across Pennsylvania, into Philadelphia, into Allen. Like, that's what we did. And that's how we built. Now, because of technology, our culture is going to be completely different. Our culture truly will be a home-based business, so that just like right now, in a 30 to 45-minute Facebook Live, we could be in every single city, in every single state, in every single country on the globe without leaving home. You're home, I'm home. That's going to be how we build the foundation. Now, is there still value and room in having a hotel meeting, in having a weekend seminar? Absolutely. But here's the difference. That will be for two reasons. Number one, accelerated hands-on training that's going to be optional, not mandatory. And it won't be, you have to do this to be successful. It'll be, do you want to learn how to, effectively do this or this? Come to this training and invest your time. But the biggest reason we're going to do that is to create the community and the culture, so that we're actually celebrating and recognizing success. We could right now rattle off 10 names of people that hit a rank, and it would be wonderful, but not the same as having 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people in an audience that aren't looking at their watches going, when's lunch going to be? They're there because they recognize that we're coming together for a Friday, Saturday event to celebrate the success of our reps. And that, to me, is not a seminar. That's not going to training. That's going to a party. And if we are having enough success as a company and the reps are having enough success individually, who's not going to want to take a 2 or 3 day training, quote unquote, event and turn it into a big 3 day celebration of success 2, 3, 4 times a year? That's what I see this happening.
Love it.
Taking cruises with 300, 400, 500, 1,000 people because we're celebrating their success. That's what the culture will be, not dragging people to Tuesday, Thursday meetings, because I already know they don't want to go. I already know they're looking for an excuse, and I've already seen the pain in people's eyes at 7:30 when we're saying we're getting ready to start, and they're going, please just wait 5 more minutes. I know Ali wouldn't miss this. He promised to. I'm like, Ali's not coming.
Ali's watching the game.
Home. Yeah, Ali's home. He's not coming. But that's what happens. And then they get defeated. So maybe I'm stupid. Why did I do this? Ali's smart. Like, yeah, it just kills everybody. So yeah, our culture will be so light years different because of social media, and because my partner is the foremost expert in social media, social networking. And that's why we have the unfair advantage over everyone else.
I love it. And here's the beauty. The last question is, and I know it kind of connects to what we just talked about in culture right now. What problem is Six Sigma Social, and only Six Sigma Social, going to be fixing or solving in this space? While there are so many companies that say, our compensation plan is the best, our people are the most successful, we are the rah-rah, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Can you please elaborate on behalf of Six Sigma Social, for everybody that is watching, what is the problem that the company will be solving that no one else will?
Well, the broad stroke is we're solving the problem that the industry you're in is broken. That the companies that you're in weren't designed for you to succeed. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a historical 9 out of 10 failure rate. That's not acceptable on any level. And if anybody thinks I'm kidding, this is not a joke. Ali, you've watched me do this. I challenge anybody. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, believe me. I'm saying, go look at the income disclosure statements for various companies. They highlight as big print as possible, Chucky makes, $700,000 a month. And then there's but you do the math, what you end up with is 93.6% earn less than the monthly fees, which means they never turn a profit monthly. Never. They never make back the initial, enrollment fees. And then that remaining, 3, 4, 5% are earning minimal. And then there's the 0.0003% that make, a quarter to $500,000 to $1 million a year. And the bottom line is those are the stats everywhere. People get mad when I say it. I'm like, why? That's like the whole reason you get started in a company. And then all the justification comes out. So what are we solving? We're solving the fact that the industry does not deliver on its promise. And how are we going to solve those problems? I won't say we, I'm going to say I have lived. So we don't know. I'm saying I have lived the problem of people inviting their friends to meetings and they don't show up. I have lived the fact that people that are saying, I want to be successful, don't want to go to training every Saturday. I have lived the fact that people who do want to attend trainings can't afford the gas money sometimes, can't afford to find a babysitter, can't afford to get a hotel room or a flight to stay at a weekend center. Like, it's disgusting the way people are guilted into attending things. Hey, if you were committed, you'd find a way, Ali.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that voice.
I know you could sell some things, Ali. If you really want to be with us in Dallas, Texas, you and your wife can sacrifice,
Guilty.
man. Get rid of your cable. That's the kind of guilt stuff that these clowns do to their downline, and it's disgusting to me. It just really is.
No, I hear that, and I appreciate you being as open and as candid about it as possible, because
I don't make a whole lot of friends, and I'm not running for mayor, but I will tell you the truth.
I know, and I love that, and if anybody has any problems with facts, they should take a look in the mirror, because facts are facts. And I appreciate you keeping it real, or keeping it 100, as I tell my people.
Absolutely. Listen, you can feel free to ask me anything. If I can't answer the question authentically and honestly, then no one should be following me. That's how I feel.
And folks, I just want you to know, literally there are my 3 questions right in there, and everything is just scribbles from John's, whatever we're talking about right now, just so I can stay on topic. This is not scripted. This is as real gets. There's many people, John, that are going to ask, well, are you planning on selling? Are you planning on getting rid of the network? Are you, how can I trust my son's future, my 2-month-old that I am alive for right now? How can I know this is my last home, and I know for a fact I can trust you'll take care of me and my family? On behalf of the audience, what is your answer to that?
I wish people could actually see into my eyes, because I'm going to get teary saying this. You personally know where I was in January of 2015.
Yep. I
had committed 90% of my life, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, traveled. I was averaging between 200 and 300 days in hotels on the road, not home with my son, who at the time when I began that last venture was 4.5 years old, but on the promise of someone that I believed that this would be my home, I sacrificed it. I committed, was on the road, and I built, and I didn't fail. I'm saying this humbly because it was a team effort, that this was not a failure. We took that company, which was really kind of stuck in the mud when I first went there as an analyst and as a consultant. I think they did between 20 and 25 million that first year without me. And then we redesigned the entire program, which, by the way, I'm using the same redesign I did for that company to do our foundation. 22 to 25 million that first year to over 125 million, then over 250 million, then over 400 million. That was our 3-year run. And I was on cloud 9. We were positioning at that point to grow this next year to, who knows, 700, 800 million, $1 billion, but we were on fire. And not my fault, but there was an executive decision to shut the network down and begin stages to sell the network off. I didn't have control. You ask, why do I have long hair and try to look like Jesus? It reminds me to stay in my peaceful Zen state when I think about these things. But to answer honestly, in January of 2015, I lost everything. I literally had a company at that point basically stripped away from me. All of my success basically erased. My reputation, because you didn't join that company, not because I'm great, but I was the reason why. I was the one you met. I was the one you worked with. There were a lot of partners, but you didn't know their names till you were working with me. So I took that on the chin from a reputation standpoint. Now, to answer your question, I spent the next roughly year and a half, a lot in my head trying to figure out what to do. And I could have walked away from the industry at that point. I could have said, you know what? I've done everything I could for 2 decades and I can't fix it. I'd made a fortune. I'd made a lot of money. So I'm not saying to be cocky, but I didn't need more money. I could have walked away, taken 1 or 2, 2 or 3 month consulting jobs and made enough money to live very comfortably, not wanting anything and spending all of my time with my son. The answer to why I didn't do that, and by the way, he may be watching, but my pastor in Philadelphia, I flew him down from Philadelphia to Florida because my words were, I feel like Luke Skywalker being pulled to the dark side and I'm too pretty for prison, so you need to come down here and talk me off the ledge because I'm really not happy. He spent 10 days with me here in Florida and we talked about my options and he said, look, if you really, really feel the way you do, then you start your own company and you protect everybody. Now, you want to know why you should follow me? You shouldn't follow me. You should follow you. But if you want to know why this is safe, if I was willing to screw anybody, I've had too many opportunities to do it, and I wouldn't be building this to be a no investment, no risk model. I'd find some way to take advantage. I don't want any of the people over the last 3 decades that have derailed what I and the field reps built. I don't want them to get the win. Right now they've got the win because 1, 2, 3, 4 management teams, 4, I have created billions in revenue that they have all walked with. You didn't get to keep any of it. I didn't get to keep any of it. And I'm saying this humbly, and I'm saying this without anger or bitterness. I'm simply saying that my decision was I either walk away and say they won, or I stand up one more time, take it on my shoulders, partner with the right people, protect the field with a rock-solid lockdown contract that gives us the chance to go do it one more time and not have it destroyed. So as you and I have talked privately, I've told you, father to father, I'm doing this because my son deserves it. I'm doing this because if I don't, there is no company that I'm leaving behind with that legacy. So for 20 years shooting my mouth off, they get to say, you didn't do it? That doesn't sit with me. I'm sorry, maybe that's the wrong motivation.
No, I appreciate that. I listen, I want nothing but you and everything you truly stand for to be absolutely put out in front of everybody that is watching right now. We have literally a couple of minutes, but I really want to get 2 more things in if we could. The number one thing is you're
and by the way, we have as much time as we want because Mr. Herschel Gibbs is on here with us. Mr. Ian Bratt, the presentation that we were going to be bumping against is not starting till we finish.
Ah, all right, awesome. So, you know, you dropped some nuggets. So for everybody that wants to see everything that's being put together, I might be able to give you that link later on. Just send me a messenger message in a little bit.
Okay.
I see, depending on who you are and how nice you've been to me recently, I might give you the link. But let's talk about the you've put together what's called a custom compensation plan. Can we discuss that real quick?
Yeah, it's called a custom plan because every time I talk with programmers and comp plan people, it's ironic, but they all say the same things. They all have the same little gimmicks, and they all ask me the same questions. Why are you doing this? And why are you doing that? And my answer is always, have you ever been a rep? Building. And they always go, well, yeah. I go, well, how far did you do it? Did you just dabble, or did you actually? The answer to the question is none of them have. You ever noticed flaws in your building? Why am I not getting paid for this? Why is this commission being taken away? Like, there's just too many trap doors in the plan. So Ali, when I say it's a custom designed plan by John Costino, it is the 30 years of experience of me. Every time I was working with a company, if I said, why in the world do you do that? That doesn't exist in my plan. Or I said, you really should do this. And they said, no. I said, that exists in my plan. So what I've done is I've created a program that rewards the brand new person who doesn't have a following, who doesn't have a skill set, who doesn't have expertise, but might want to go out there and get a handful of customers because they're excited about our services and they see the value. They're going to have the opportunity to go out and earn an income. We're not promising that they're going to get rich. We're promising that they can earn an income. If somebody chooses to build and develop a team, all of the traditional gotchas, you got to have certain structure, you got to have certain balance, all the little gotchas that companies put in there so they don't have to pay you your commission, they have the hoops for you to jump through, they don't exist with us. They don't exist. Why? Everybody says the same thing. Why would you give all that away? I go, because it comes from the efforts of the reps. So if you don't build a group, here's a news flash. You're not going to make much money. Don't feel bad apologizing about that, because if you don't build a group, you can't possibly expect to make a lot of money. However, if you happen to get lucky and sponsor one person who builds a huge group, do you deserve to get paid off of that group? I say yes.
Yep.
Other companies, no, you must go out there and build this and build this and build this, and then we'll reward you. Well, because I've been a field rep and because I've been in those living rooms and those kitchens, if somebody accidentally stumbles across AliMehdaoui, personally recruits him, and you, Ali, go out there and you do what you do, which is build a team, I believe that whether that's a waitress or whomever that stumbled into bringing you in and never sponsored another person. For those of you in this industry, hear what I'm saying right now. Never sponsors another person. Just Ali. Go out there and get your 3 customers. You'll get paid a 6-level unilevel on Ali's organization, regardless of how big and wide it goes. I believe that that person deserves to be compensated for introducing you to our company. That right there by itself separates us from the rest, because in no other program that I'm aware of can you get lucky with one person, not have balance of any other legs, and go get 3 customers, not 30, not 30 customer points, just 3 customers. And you're fully qualified to get paid. That's what's different about our program, because it's fair for everybody.
I had one last question, but you teased me when you said 3 customers. So I have to sneak another one in. As I said, folks, this is not scripted. So let's talk about, when it comes to customer acquisition, or before I even get into that, many people may be thinking right now, well, I have to wait until John announces, or the Six Sigma social company announces we are in business right now. There is right now a company, there is right now a service, there is right now growth, there are people who are already making money. Can you touch a little bit on the technology? Can you touch a little bit on how can people participate and why they need to participate right now before the merger is announced officially?
Fair enough. The new company that's being formed, Six Sigma Social, is being built, and we're just going to say it'll be live sometime here in the fourth quarter. It will be providing multiple services, and I won't even waste any time talking about them right now.
Oh, that's a teaser.
However,
that's a teaser. But it's all fair. I'm with you. Go for it.
maybe we'll do this again next week and give them a little more. Who knows?
All right. I'll hold you to that. Go on.
Absolutely. But the product that I'm comfortable talking about, because we have it in hand, is a product that I've got tremendous experience with. It is a financial technology. For those of you in the know, fintech is a massive, massive part of our future. It is a digital download, and it is a financial literacy product. What is it designed to do? Well, I'll say it this way. Ali, how many times have you had somebody say, I don't have any money, regardless of what it was you were talking about? Did you ever have somebody say to you, I don't have any money?
A lot. It's like more than the people who say, I have money and I'm ready to do business with you.
Yeah, isn't it the first thing someone says when you're talking about business? I can't afford that, I don't have any money. Well, yep. I'm a smart aleck for those that don't know me. And I go, wait a minute, don't you have a job? They go, yeah. I go, don't you have a house or an apartment? They go, yeah. Don't you drive a car and have gas and insurance? Yeah. I go, you have money. You don't have a money problem. You have a spending problem.
Yep.
You have money. You just don't know what you do with it. And that's when they go, what do you mean? I go, you make X. You just spend far too much of X because you're not paying attention. Well, our product is designed to create wealth from your existing job, your existing debts, and your existing expenses. So if there was a magic formula that said, here you are right now, you earn X, and we're not saying go get another job. We're saying this is what you earn. This is your debts. This is your mortgage, your car payment, your credit card, your student loans, whatever your debts are. And these are your expenses. If there was a software, kind of like a QuickBooks or a TurboTax, where you just put your information in, and you had a Mr. Wizard financial planner saying, based on your income, here's how you can maximize every single dollar that you have and create wealth magically from your existing income and your existing debts. Who wouldn't want that?
And again, just to reassure everybody, we're not saying you're going to actually benefit by selling this and recruiting this. We're talking now
just using it as a customer,
just 100%, just using the software with the same money you already are making, with the same bills that you already have, and automatically the software creates the wealth that you want to build over time, or whatever the design that you have.
We prove it. We have the only product, Ali, we have the only product in the history of the industry. It's guaranteed to leave you in a better financial position as a customer than you were when we met you. And we have a money back guarantee. We guarantee it. If you use it, and I'm talking significant, meaning if we said the product cost $30 a month, $360 a year, but we could show you in black and white it was going to save you $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a year. Who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't spend $30 a month to save $1,000, $2,000, $3,000? Like, if you don't say yes to that, please don't drive, because I don't think you come across, like, you don't belong on the road behind the wheel of a vehicle.
I was gonna say that's somebody who has allergy to money or some sort.
And that's using our service as a customer, not as a rep building a business. So the foundation of our company right now is a financial literacy wealth acceleration product that you use that puts you and your family in a better financial position. And then we've got all the tools to go out there and share that. And a compensation that says if you're willing to go out and share it and bring new customers to our program, we'll pay you. That program was launched a year ago and is extremely successful. but it's the one component of the new Six Sigma Social that I'm bringing to the table. It's already operational. Now, you asked the question, why should somebody join it? Well, if I've been clear enough that I'm not doing anything to run for mayor and win votes and make friends,
Yep.
I'm about production and fairness. And when I launched the company, I told everybody, I've got big vision, big plans, but they're going to take some time. I've got some non-competes. I've got some things to clear out. But when we launched this company, I told the leaders, if you follow me now and you give me your best effort, I will position you in front of a tidal wave down the road. And I will, can I just name a couple of people that have
Sure.
positioned themselves? Jerry and Tracy Montgomery and Herschel and Lynn Gibbs. I've known them for a long time. I've worked in their industry leaders. They're seven-figure earners in this industry who have swallowed their pride and earned far less than they deserve in that first year of our startup. But as we merge this new program, Ali, do you want to take a guess who the master distributors might be?
Tracy, Montgomery, and Herschel.
The Gibbs and the Montgomerys.
Yep, yep.
And I don't make any bones about it. I tell everybody, even my friends, you want to join, join. You can't go front level. I don't care how much you love me. That's the loyalty that I reward. Now, there are people saying, I want to be a part of the new company. Awesome. Can't wait to have you. But I'm not lying. I will give a very unfair advantage and head start to the representatives that are currently building right now, because I'm trying to make a statement to the industry. I have a lot that I want to finish, unfinished business. So if you said to me, I'll run with you, and I said, great, because I need you to run. I'm going to get in the field and build. And you said to me, I'm going to take a nap, call me when you start, and then I'll put my sneakers on and I'll come out and stretch. I love you, no big deal. But if you said to me, John, you're doing laps right now warming up. Oh yeah, because when the bell rings, where the gun goes off, I want to be in motion. I want to be forward momentum. If you said, hey man, if you're running laps, practice laps, let me get my sneakers, I'll run with you. Now, when the gun goes off, you're in motion. You've got things happening. So yes, the people that are building with us right now are going to get the gift as we have the thousands and thousands coming in weekly. They're all going to end up under the existing representatives that are with me right now building. And that's the we'll call it pre-enrollment tree, but fully operational product and company and comp plan.
Awesome. So is there going to be, is the company doing a presentation tonight?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, normally at 9, but I asked them to
That's
delay.
why I'm asking you, because I knew you've mentioned that there was a presentation at 9 o'clock that got pushed to 9:15, and for the sake of this interview, I'm sorry I'm delaying everybody.
Don't. They should listen. They should be here watching. If anyone's on the web link waiting, they're idiots because they're missing your interview.
I hear that. So is it okay to send the link for anyone who actually understands timing and position and sees value? And folks, I don't just interview anybody to interview anybody. I actually have to believe in you and believe in what you stand for and be willing to call your brother or sister or partner. Like, I really have to believe in you. I don't believe in skill. I believe in people. I believe in attitude. I believe in who you are as a human being and the impact that you have. So this is not just an exclusive interview. This is something that I believe in. So I do have the link. I'm looking at it right now. Only those who will inbox me, link please, I will give you the link. And the reason I do that, because I don't think it's fair.
I thank you for that.
No, absolutely. I just don't think it's fair for a few people who may not have the right mindset just yet, for me to just blast that link on a comment and steal an opportunity out of the masses who might not understand the value and the magnitude of what just has been shared with everybody tonight. Go on, John.
I appreciate it, because I on purpose, I don't pimp my own company. I'm not selling my company. People can Google me and figure out what the name is if they want. I'm just not big on, we'll just say, the hype. I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to help people evaluate. But I appreciate what you just said, because I don't want to say the name and sell. I'd rather let people make their own decision. But I will say this, if you're in the industry of home-based business, you have sticks and stones and I'm in a tank. You don't want to compete for recruits in this industry unless you're in the tank. And that's what I always tell people. That's why I'm willing to come on here and say, ask anything, because if you can penetrate the tank with, sticks and stones, I need a new tank.
Awesome. Well, folks, I believe it's 9:25, and Mr. Ian Bratt, who is the CEO, he's actually on. I promise I'm getting everybody sending me messages. Link, please, link, please, link, please. I promise you I'll give it to you in just a little bit. I just have to finish this broadcast real quick. Is the presentation going to be starting at 9:30, I'm assuming, because it's 9:25 right now? Is that fair to say, Mr.
Yeah, I
Ian?
promise you. Mr. Gibbs will wait a few minutes to give everybody the chance.
Perfect.
To get
I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes because I'm personally going to jump on the presentation itself. So we have 5 minutes. Anyone who sends me a message I promise you, I got you guys. I know my phone is blowing up right now. I promise I'll send it to everybody. It's pretty awesome that people see the value. And I will be catching you all in about 4 minutes as soon as I give you that link. And please, share this video, because there are many people who may be suffering in silence with the wrong sponsor, with the wrong company, with the wrong compensation plan. Nothing against any company, but if you see and understand the problem that we went over yesterday and the solution that is provided before you right now, I got you all. I promise. I'm not ignoring you. Somebody's like, question mark, question mark. I promise you. You need to share this video. You need to let the world know that, hey, there is a better way. Yes, network marketing, I'm an advocate. It allowed me to have the platform that I have right now. But, if you did not have to deal with the main obstacles of a network marketing company, which is when people say, well, how much does it cost? And you can say, no cost to you to get involved, but it does require some effort. See, that is something that I think people would be willing to give it a shot and try with you. So I appreciate you all. Please feel free to share this video, and I will send you the link in just a little bit, and I'll see you all in just a second. Mr. Costino, any final thoughts before we drop?
No, I thank you for the opportunity to share the Facebook Live with you. It was not a false offer. I'm happy anytime you want to come on and do a dialogue and answer. We could do a Q&A. You can ask your audience to submit questions. For me, it's all about education and providing the best opportunity out there. I don't claim to be a genius. I don't claim to be better or smarter than anyone else. I just think I've paid my dues. I've learned. And what I really want to do is deliver the best chance for the average person to succeed. And I'm willing to answer the tough questions anytime. I'd love to come back and do a follow-up with you. And I promise you, when I come to the Northeast, I will sit right there next to you in your office, in your broadcast studio, and do it live.
We're ready for you. We're ready for you. And for anyone who may be missing tonight, if they're watching this on a recorded version later on tonight or tomorrow, there is another presentation Wednesday night, correct?
Wednesday night is a training, which I will just simply say this. For those people that would like to hear from my new partner, Mr. Jim Lupkin, he will be my guest tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
There you have it, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be promoted tonight. But we will talk to you soon, ladies and gentlemen, because there is another session that is about to start with fire, excitement, and happiness. I appreciate you all. I thank you all for your time. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I say that because there's not enough love in this world. All our prayers and thoughts go for everybody that has been impacted with Vegas, Puerto Rico, Houston, and all over the world. There are so many things that are going on, and if we as a community come together and just share this concept of I really love you for who you are and what you stand for, I think we'll be better off and we'll feel so much better on the inside. Mr. Costino, thank you again for your time. And to everybody, we will see you soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.